Yo, what's happening? Welcome to the Cooler Heads Take portion of the channel. I'm your host that does the most, as y'all know, Branford Marcel, and today we're going to be talking about YSL and Young Thug. Now, this is a screen grab from the No Jumper page on Instagram, and they have a headline that says, "The Atlanta DA did not offer Young Thug a plea deal. He's the target, and they're focused on keeping him in jail for life." Now, there's a tweet. I believe this tweet was, I'm unclear on who the tweet is from, but it says here, my read here is that the DA would deal out almost everyone else if it means improving their chances of convicting Young Thug. The operating philosophy, as described to me by an ADA, which is assistant district attorney, is to ask, absent this person, would this crime still happen? If the answer is yes, cut a deal. So that's what you're seeing with like Gunna's lawyer is saying, oh, just because he took a plea deal doesn't mean that he snitched. But what happens is they give them a plea deal in exchange for, hey, if we call you in for this court proceeding, you have to be truthful and you have to tell the truth. So he can plead the fifth only when it pertains to information that might self-incriminate himself. So he could plead the fifth on that. But if they ask him direct questions about Young Thug, hey, are these drugs Young Thug's drugs, he will have to answer that question truthfully. And since he had already admitted that YSL is a gang, they're probably going to ask him in court, hey, is YSL a gang? He might plead the fifth on that because he's technically part of the gang. So he might plead the fifth there. But if they word the questions differently where they can get him to answer it in incriminate Young Thug, then Young Thug is going to serve some jail time. And my take on this is, do I believe that only Young Thug and YSL should have been caught up in this RICO case? No, because I think that the record labels, the record execs, everyone who is above and that are funding YSL through the music industry, I think that they also should have been tied and wrapped up into this RICO. Why stop at Young Thug? These are questions that I have, serious questions that needs to be answered. So I think we should all question that. You know, all the heads of Universal, why aren't they being targeted as well in this RICO? You are helping fund the criminal enterprise YSL. I mean, if you believe that YSL is a gang, then they are funding YSL, right? You know, it's acting as a record label / gang. And I'm pretty sure they understand and they know that YSL is acting as a gang. I mean, hell, they promote the music too. They promote the violence. They allow for Young Thug to promote his gang in the music. They pay him for it. So why aren't they being tied up and wrapped into the RICO? I just seriously want to know that. And do I believe that that's unfair? Yes, I do believe that that's unfair. But however, if it is true that Young Thug is running a gang and his gang is murdering other black men and women and selling drugs to the community, I believe that Young Thug should rot in jail. He should not be let out because he's a criminal, and criminals need to suffer the consequences and repercussions of their poor decisions. So nobody told Young Thug after he became rich and successful that he had to continue to live that type of lifestyle. No one told him that he had to do that. But yet and still, here we are. He continued to do it, so therefore he needs to suffer the consequences for that. I have no sympathy for him, and I just don't understand this outcry to free a criminal. I don't understand why we do this in our community. It's the most asinine concept. You'll mourn the individuals who are murdered and killed, and you will mourn for them, but at the same time, you'll scream, free their killers. This is completely asinine. This is crazy. This is craziness. We need to cut the bullshit. We need to start holding people accountable when they're wrong. And when they're wrong, we need to be strong and firm and admit when they're wrong, and they need to serve the time for that. Those are my thoughts. Those are my hot takes. That's my cooler takes for the day. And I hope that y'all all have a blessed day. Like the video, comment below. Let me know what y'all think about these headlines. Let me know. And subscribe as always. And I'm out. Peace.